Oh, well, hey, everybody. How are you? It is Thursday. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Um, we're going to talk about resources and answers and ways to be resourceful as a paralegal. One of the top ways, of course, is to use Google as your BFF. And when you're searching areas of law, here's one thing to always look for: a checklist for that area of law. The internet, when it first evolved, where with AOL and then branched out from there weren't a lot of resources for paralegals at that time online, but there are now, and the information is seemingly endless for paralegals. So be sure to always turn to Google as one of your resources, and that is for finding information. Okay, for finding information about the truth about this career. Later today, once I'm home after work, I'm going to post a page that will be called Paralegal Regulations for all 50 states. Now, unfortunately, this list comes out of a major paralegal organization, but unfortunately, when looking through it, I saw that they were missing Oklahoma's. And so if you're in Oklahoma, you may have to search for that on Google yourself, which I had to do yesterday for a person that had a question for me. And she's in Tulsa. So I got a message from her, and she needed some help. And so I looked this up using this link, but Oklahoma was missing. So I would say, there you go, Google's your BFF. But this list has a lot of good information. And why am I going to post this about paralegal regulations? Well, the regulations will say, for instance, that a person in Oklahoma, and this is one example, who has 5 years of supervised experience working in a law firm, meaning supervised by an attorney, is able to call themselves a paralegal. That means without formal education. Okay? So most states have adopted this, but it might be 3 years. Virginia has a 5-year period. The wording might be a tiny bit different, but they've kind of mimicked each other as far as that wording. So be aware of what paralegal regulations say in your state, and I will post that on my website later on today. And the website is an easy name: paralegalcoffeetalk.com. So when you go there, you're going to look at the top, and there's some complimentary items there right now if you want to buzz on over there. But tonight there'll be one called Paralegal Regulations. Okay? And that comes from a bona fide paralegal organization, okay, in the U.S. Now, I talk about the U.S. in my class, on these, on this channel. I don't talk about any other country and what Canada does, or South Africa, or Australia, for instance. I can't address everybody's country. I only address what we do in the U.S. So when you're looking to find resources, most of the time they're already out there waiting for you. Don't reinvent the wheel. When you're wondering, do I have to go to school? What this link will tell you that I'm going to provide is that no, you can get your foot in the door in a law firm. And if you're supervised by an attorney for 5 years in Oklahoma, for instance, or Virginia, that you can call yourself a paralegal. You see? So, but you wouldn't know that possibly if I didn't alert you to that. So how did I find that information? How am I aware of it? Well, I've been aware of it for a long time, and I've watched as states develop their regulations over the years. And I like that I can provide one link for you overall. So number 1 was, don't reinvent the wheel. If you want to come over to Facebook and hang out at our Paralegal Coffee Talk on the page. It's not a group, it's a page. There is a free group that I have called Paralegal Break-In that is only for people not working in any capacity, okay? It's just for people who are looking at this career and wondering about it. Paralegal Break-In is the group. Paralegal Coffee Talk is the page on Facebook. And then that's the name of the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. So leverage your network. That means ask questions here. This is part of your network. The Facebook page is another part of the network. You don't have to be there. You can just stay here. Being on the website and learning all you can and getting the complimentary items that I have there for you. Up at the top of the website, it says 19 alternative paralegal careers list. Get that. Get the free sample chapter of my book, Legal Break-In, on my website. Get the goals journal on my website. Okay, and there'll be a fourth complimentary paralegal regulations link for you. Okay, that'll be on tonight. That becomes your network. That becomes your way of finding out things. Even as a veteran paralegal, so often we turn to Google to find answers. Remember what I said about checklists. If you have an area of law you're very interested in, and don't make it one, make it 2 or 3 areas of law, then go look for that area of law on Google and put in the word after the area of law you might be interested in. Criminal law, put in criminal law checklist, family law checklist. Got it? Okay. That's a fantastic way to search. Number 3. Learn everything you can about how to find information. That's what you're doing right now. So kudos to you. Number 4, down the road when you're in this field, even if you're not now, and you may think, oh, why are you talking about that? I'm not even in the field. You were going to help somebody else learn. And be open to that. I know too many paralegals who shut themselves down, and I know they have a ton of work to do, but I took it upon myself to be a mentor, even if it was just 10 minutes a day, to people who were trying to break in the field. I had a dear friend trying to break in, and I told her she could do it. She didn't really have interest in it. I had a couple who, one did break in and had no interest in it. And so that's how you find out too, that it's not for you, you know. And so rather than go into debt, which you don't have to do to get in this field, then find out if it's for you or not. But do a lot of research beforehand. And I would say if you're serious about it, then in January, and you can look at my website, and up at the top you'll see something very interesting. Paralegal Inner Circle class info. Go read that page, get on the wait list. That class of mine launches January 15th. I will post the cost this weekend, but I don't even have the date. I'm telling you first, and on Facebook, that the date is January 15th. I haven't even put that on the web page there. So go check Paralegal Inner Circle class info out on the website as well. So that is it. That's how easy. I mean, we as paralegals use Google like mad, like crazy, and we find out answers that way. Used to be when we needed an answer, and before the internet was really the beast that it is right now, I would have to call up a clerk in the probate department, for instance, in Tallahassee. And one of my attorneys recommended I do this. You have any questions, go call her, because she says, we don't know everything. I would call her, and she had been there for 30 years. She knew everything. She knew more than most attorneys. And so she was the head of the probate department, and just knew all the attorneys, and she was so mentor-like. She was very much of a mentor to attorneys and paralegals. It was lovely. So be open to, down the road, teaching what you know to somebody else. And open your mind and your heart to somebody. Because I know, like I said, there are some who just shun people who are new to the field. I don't do that. And I'm teaching you the 3 ways that you can get into this career. And that is with no formal education, a certificate, or a 2-year degree. There are 3 ways. Okay? regardless of what anybody else tells you, this 29-year veteran right here of the paralegal career tells you how it really is. So be sure to use the resources from my website. Look at the vlogs that are there and the blog posts. Just here alone on this channel, there are somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 videos. When you watch the videos, don't become overwhelmed. Take some notes and then, don't watch for a while and then come back, binge watch, 5 videos and search for the topics you're interested in. It's really a great resource right here for you, okay? Any questions, comments, ask. Go ahead and ask. You can ask now. Don't be shy. As a paralegal, you have to be one who asks questions. Otherwise, you'll get yourself in a heap of trouble. So ask questions or post once we're off here, and I will help you out any way I can, okay? Be sure to check out, I can't say it enough, the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, as one of your main resources, but Google is the big mama of information, right? So have a good one. Let me know if I can help you in any way, and check out the Paralegal Inner Circle class. Get on the wait list, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will more than likely probably be Saturday or Sunday, because there's something going on tomorrow and I will be out of pocket. So have a great one. Talk to you during the next live. Take care. Bye.